Good evening, everyone. It's Paris here from Mount Eliza. How is everyone? Feels like I haven't spoken to you guys for ages. I'm just outside, even though it's quite chilly in Mount Eliza. The wind's blowing a gentle breeze, but still it's quite cold. The sun's been nice and warm, and I've just got Lauree outside here. I'll just get you to say hello to Lauree. You want to say hello to everyone, Lauree? She's having her grasses down here. You okay there, beautiful girl? So I'll just turn this around. How is everyone? It's Wednesday, like I think I said earlier. It's been 10 days since Pretty's missing. And I really have been quite flat and distressed about it all. It's not just Pretty I get upset about, it's also other birds. But sometimes when other things add up, it all adds up, and I just feel a bit even more distressed about things. But I am quite upset. I've rung all the vets up until Mornington and Frankston and the RSPCA at Pearsdale. I've rung everywhere. I've just called everywhere, and I've been praying to my angels every day. I'm just checking where Lauree is. Where's she gone? Where's she gone? She's down there. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her there. She's eating the grasses. Can you see her? And I've been trying to find my son Kanua everywhere. And I've been really distressed and upset about it. So no point me talking to you guys and say hi. I know you don't miss me. I mean, I'm saying it in a nice way. You've got so many other more important things to do than listen to my stuff. But I just want you to know that I do think of you daily. I'm not just saying it. I mean, I'm just checking her underneath. I mean it. And I'm always talking about things. I'm still online, still watching videos, not all videos. Things that, I'm looking at things that inspire me so that I can look forward to learn something. And the only videos that I'm watching that are doing that at the moment is the medical medium Anthony William and Dr. Shiva in America. They're both in America. So they're the only two people who are inspiring me or making me feel that I can do something for myself and for people, because all the other videos, Ella, up here, I'll just bring her up for a second. Ella, good girl. Because all the other videos are all negative. They're all negative. They're all the same stuff. Yes, I do watch some things. Do you want to go for a walk? She wants to go for a walk, so I'll walk with her. Where do you want to go? She'll tell me where she wants to go. She does her body language where she wants to go. I know that in Greece, a lot of you know I've got a Greek background. I'm a third generation Australian, Greek Australian. Lauree, I can't take you up on the cherry tree because then I'm not going to be able to get you down. Lauree, I can't take, she wants to go on the tree with these other wild lorikeets. She knows they live there. Lauree, I can't take you there, darling. I can't take you there. Here, let me take you to the herb garden. Now, she wants to go up on the cherry tree, and Philip's going to kill me if I take her up there. She wants to go on the cherry tree. Look. Lauree, it's too high, the tree, darling. No, I'm going to have a problem taking you down. And in Greece, there's a lot of riots. Yes, I know a lot of people are paid to do rioting, but there's a lot of riots. Look at her go. Look, she's dying to fly. Lauree, you want me to take you down? It's a bit chilly here, Lauree. You want to go down? Good girl. They're paid to do riots. We know that, right? Here, I'll just sit over here so I can. If she needs to come up to me, she can. But there's a lot of riots. People aren't happy with the restrictions in Greece. I'll tell you what's going on for those of you who don't know. So in Greece, it's been at least a year now, where if you want to go out, like to the pharmacy, doctor, there's only pharmacies and supermarkets open. If you want to go out, you've got to text. So number one is for the doctor, example, and number two for the supermarket. You've got to text the government or whoever to let them know every single step where you are. And the Greeks are rioting. They're not happy. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I haven't watched the mainstream media for a while. Haven't watched them for a few months, so I don't know what they're saying, because I watch mainstream media through the internet. Okay, so there's a lot of problems happening in Greece. But you've got to also remember, I've lived in Greece, so I know Greece very well. You right, Lauree? Got to remember that Greece is run by the Germans and the Jews. Yeah, the Germans and the Jews. Hi, Janet. Hi, Janet. And the guy who's in charge now, really far right wing, his father was also Prime Minister in the 90s, I think. I'm not sure. I think it was 90s. They're not pure Greeks. So Greece is not run by Greeks. And I don't think any country is run by the native people like who were there before. So it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And also, because I watch a lot of political stuff, good or bad, most of it is crap, right? And what I do is I decipher it. I fact check it and I decipher it. And even when I fact check it, I still don't believe it. Now, you know, guys, I watch TV practically every night, right? Because after dinner, 9:30, 10 or whatever, I work on my phone or my computer and I've got the TV on. And I love to watch the History Channel. Stargate, I've been off now for a month because I've had enough of that military stuff in my head. I've learned enough. So I've been watching a lot of, Simon Reeve, R-E-V-E. He's the one that travels all over the world. And he was in Australia a couple of days ago, as in on that doco. And I didn't know that on Christmas Island, out of Australia here, Chinese and Malaysian people were used, they call them Malay, were used as slaves. Really bad, the conditions, doc. Concentration camp conditions by the British and the Australians that are now, showing off that they're wealthy, their kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. It was because they had slaves to work for them. And I didn't know that. So he was talking about all that history of the of Christmas Island. You want to go on the table, darling? Okay. She just wants to go on the table. I'll show you here. She just wants to go on the table there. You okay, Lauree? She wants some grasses. I'll try and pick some grasses for her. So Simon Reeve goes in different parts of the world. I don't know if you guys watch him, but he's really good to watch. I like him. And Louis Theroux, that Jewish guy, Louis Theroux. I absolutely love Louis Theroux. All these docos, because they're both different characters, Louis and Simon, but they still talk about things in the world that a lot of us don't know about. We haven't been taught these things at school. And if we did, we haven't been taught about slavery in Australia. No, I'm just getting you some grasses. Come on, Laura, let's go where it's not so cold for you. I'll worry about you. Mummy worries about you. Come on. So I'll just sit here under cover a bit because it's a bit chilly. So that's why I watch TV, and I'll watch any other stuff that's on. If I want to watch anything else, I do. I'm usually on my own at night because Philip goes to bed early. Usually he has to. And so I watch these things and I learn from these things, and I'm thinking there's a lot of people out there that don't want to hear this, don't want to hear that. They don't know what's going on. Anyway, in Victoria, as you know, there's been a couple of MPs in Australia who have suddenly fallen ill, and I'm thinking, okay, they're going into hiding because something big's going to happen. Maybe March 21, which is what, it's not even a month away, but they've gone into hiding. That's what it is. It's obvious they've gone into hiding because things don't happen just automatically, the timing. I think something even earlier, I'd said dates clairvoyantly a while ago, and I can't remember now. I've got to check my notes. Anyway, there are a lot of things going on. And yes, I did watch the repeater again also of Meghan and Harry's interview yesterday. And I got to say, friends, because you know how I think a lot of us think a lot. I think my weakness sometimes is overthinking, thinking of things deeply, not overthinking things, but too deeply. I won't use the word disgusted, but I'm really disappointed how, with what we went through last year and with the knowledge that we had from the fake influencers, I'm going to call them distractors now because they weren't influencers, they were distractors. These ones in Australia and all over the world, all of the groups. I don't trust any individuals or groups. They're all fake distractors. I can't believe that you still didn't learn, that a lot of you still didn't learn how to decipher things and people, how to read people and what's going on. So I watched that interview and I listened to it again yesterday because I didn't hear the beginning of it the night before. It saved me listening to it on the internet, saved me time. But if anyone listened to it and listened to what Meghan said and first of all, whoever Meghan is, I commend women who are assertive and who have a voice, because I wasn't like that until I was late 40s. I didn't have a voice, I wasn't assertive. So I commend women who are younger than me and who have a voice, whatever their message is, good or bad, that they have the confidence to say it. Good or bad, they have the confidence to say it. And that she's an actress? Well, friends, I was an actor and model too. Does that mean that I fake everything? Does that mean that I fake everything that I say just because I had an acting background? I've had a producing background, I've worked in restaurants, I've worked everywhere. Except brothels, and I haven't done drugs. Right? That's the only things I've drunk, I've done everything else, but I haven't done all that stuff. And I haven't abused, and I haven't... But I've dealt with all these people, and I've had close friends as Freemasons. I've worked for all the companies I worked for, all the bosses were Freemasons. Every single family has got Freemason members. I mean, there's this thing out there like Freemasons are monsters. Well, I tell you what, there's more people who aren't Freemasons who are monsters than who are. And those of people who aren't Freemasons are still not speaking out against things. And some of you said, oh, why isn't Harry and them talking about the child abuse and all that? Did you watch the video? Did you watch the interview and listen to what they said? Because I can't see the motive that they had to trash the family. If they had other motives, they'd say things differently. Now, I did think, well, maybe they're trashing the family so they can become the new leaders for us to follow. Right? Yes, I do think like that. Right? I thought maybe there is that aspect of it. But whatever the reason is, you've got to remember one thing, friends, about people who have bad motives. They always expose themselves. They always expose themselves. So yes, I listen to interviews from people who a lot of you may not condone, a lot of you who may not like, because I like to read people and I like to study people, I like to analyse people, and what they say, they're telling us what they're going to do. And this is why when a lot of you were saying not to watch mainstream media, I'm thinking, well, how are you going to know what's going on if you don't listen? I'm not saying all day, like I said, just half an hour or something a day, the radio on or something. Here, Lauree, here's your grasses. Jump on your grasses there, darling. I just got her grasses there, see? Just got her grasses beside me. There you go, darling, here's your grasses. I'll just sit carefully. How are you going to know what's going on in the world if you don't listen to things? You think, friends, in life that everything is dandy, that everything's happy? When I was 16, I said to my parents, I said, this earth we're living on is hell. Hi, Raymond. I said, this life here is hell. And my mother, because she didn't want her daughter to think like that, she said, no, it's not like that. But I knew at 16 it was. Because I was born into drama, literally. Literally, the second I was born into drama. The surgeons butchered my mother when she gave birth to me. The guy who was the surgeon was going through a divorce. He took it out on my mother physically. Right, so from the second I was born, even before, even whilst I was in my mouth, I'm used to drama. And a lot of you think the life is happy and no problems and no stress and just living life, and that's not life, friends. That's what they want. That's what the marketers want you to believe on TV and in the advertising world, so you can buy airfares and travel and do this and that. There's nothing wrong with traveling, right? It's why you travel. And if you have like I've said many times, how can people travel to poor countries? Like a holiday. To go to help people, I get it, as a holiday. I don't understand that. Anyway, it's just me. Just because I never liked holidays, I did that. I've travelled a lot in my life. Mainly for work and a bit for fun, but I didn't enjoy it at all. Because I just didn't like it. I would see people and I'd think how disadvantaged they live. Just terrible. Anyway, I'm really disappointed, and maybe you'll see it in my face and in my voice. I'm really saddened that a lot of you were jumped on board and happy to follow the fake distractors so easily. Yet when someone who is attractive, intelligent, articulate, a professional woman, an assertive woman, just because she's got money and she's married into money, what you do out of jealousy, because you've all done it out of jealousy. So jealous that a woman would find someone just like me. I'm married to Philip, and immediately people say it to my face that he's my sugar daddy. Like they didn't even know whether we have money or not, and we don't. We don't. And just because we have the age difference, automatically, even my relatives and my family, the same, on my wedding day, they said it. Automatically, how you guys assume, just because someone is with someone, you won't say, oh, maybe there was love and passion between each other or something. Straight away, you think of the money aspect. And so what if you marry someone for money? You'd be stupid to marry a bum who does nothing all his life, who has no ambition and who doesn't want to work. Even a woman who doesn't care about family, why would a man why would a responsible man want to be with a woman who always complains, who always whinges, who's not responsible, who doesn't give a fuck about her kids, who just wants to party and gallivant all her life? Like, it's the same thing for women and men. So what if someone wants to marry someone or be with someone who's ambitious? So what? Why is that for us to judge? So anyway, I got really disappointed when I saw some of your comments. It's the hatred, you know, friends. It's the hatred in your comments that you have about people who speak up. You say you don't like the royal family. Well, a lot of the groups you're following have got the red flag that is the royal family, the royal English flag that represents, what is it, King George, King Henry, what's his name? I mean, the contempt is just unbelievable in your voices and in your energy. And I'm thinking, and that's why I've been saying it, we're not going to get anywhere. This earth is not going to clean up. Not in this lifetime, not in the next lifetime. Are you okay there, Lauree? What's the matter, Lauree? She wants to go down. She wants to go down. Well, you want to go in your car? You want to go in your little car? I'm just going to put on her little car down here. You okay, Lauree? Anyway, friends, maybe what I'm trying to say is, because you know, telling my friends that watch me, it's not strangers. What I'm trying to say is that before you judge people and before you get you blacken your soul with the things that you say and that you do. I mean, I got raped and I didn't speak about my rapist with such contempt. I mean, why should I darken my soul and my energy if other people, someone did something bad, they're bad people, they don't know any better, I don't forgive them and I'll never forget them. But to speak in that way about a woman who's expressed herself, I'm talking about Megan, right, who said how she felt, she wasn't trained like they've trained everyone. Lady Diana did the same. Lady Diana spoke out against the royal family. Did people speak about her like that too? Lady Diana did the same. And I know that women can be manipulative and conniving, but so can men. But that's how life is. That's how life is. Thanks, Raymond, for your empathy, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. You know why? Because this is life. Life has got all these experiences. And it doesn't matter how much you try and protect your kids. If people are going to try and abuse you and exploit you, they're going to do it. I mean, in all our families, we have people who exploit us. I'm just following Lauree, she's walking. We have people who exploit us and who use us and who abuse us. In our families, partners are abusing and raping their spouses or abusing their partners, right? So, of course, strangers are going to do it because they get the energy out of that. That's what it is, the energy. This is life. And a lot of you have got to understand that in life, we don't, it's not perfect. I know we want it to be perfect, but it's not. It's not at all. This is Earth. Earth is not perfect. Other planets are, but not Earth. Come here, Lauree. Where are you going? She's walking. Look, she's walking down here. She's just going for a bit of a walk. Just going for a bit of a walk. I just wanted to... Where are you? I just wanted to express myself and say I'm really saddened. I'm really saddened by the white people. And that they just think of themselves and they don't think about